Now, yellow weather warnings for wind and rain in place for large parts of the UK.
Severe weather is expected in western and central England, as well as Wales, southwest Scotland and Northern Ireland, with flood warnings expected in coming days.
Dear me, so it's not good news. Let's talk to weather journalist Nathan Rao, who's here.
Good morning.
So basically, we're going to get wet.
We are, and it is a completely different picture from when I was in here just a few days ago when it was freezing cold and very settled, apart from in Cumbria with the snow. Now we are back into that very stormy regime with the Atlantic coming at us at full throttle, with very, very wet and windy weather on the way this weekend. You mentioned there are weather warnings in place. There's quite a big wind warning for gusts of up to 70 miles per hour in place today, and that is across pretty much a large swathe of central, northern, eastern England.
It seems to be just about everywhere, doesn't it?
It's about everywhere. There's rain warnings out today as well, and tomorrow that's in the northwest and the southwest. So we are back in that picture of possibly stormy weather. Tomorrow there is another possibly deeper low-pressure system coming in from the Atlantic tomorrow later on that the Met Office are watching. So,
but at least it's not freezing.
At least it's not freezing, and a complete switch around from last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it feels milder, but then it is much, much wetter. And if you're in an area which could be subject to flooding, that's going to be a nightmare, especially just before Christmas.
Absolutely. And you mentioned flood warnings. There are actually 27 flood warnings and 149 flood alerts out from the Environment Agency. They're all on their website if you want to see where, but pretty much the whole of the country. Stick a pin in the map and you'll find a flood warning for the next few days. And you mentioned the milder temperatures as well. We are rising the temperatures about 13 degrees from only a few days ago because it's coming in from... What we had was coming down from the north, now it's coming in from the southwest, and the temperatures are rocketing back up again.
So what are we going to see over the coming days? Well, another week or so.
Are we talking a week or so or a bit further into...
No, not even Christmas.
We'll talk that in a minute. That was my next question.
I was going to say. Right, so this weekend is going to be very unsettled pretty much wherever you are. Now, into the start of next week, the unsettled weather will continue, but afterwards, that is the middle of next week, it's looking like it's going to be slightly more settled, but colder again. High pressure. That means colder and more settled. Low pressure letting go of us for a little while. So it's changing back and forth. So unsettled for the weekend, into the start of next week, and then a bit colder and more settled.
I know that's interesting because that's taking us sort of towards Christmas.
It is.
Any idea at all on Christmas?
Right. Now, we are 13 days away from Christmas Day.
It is.
And as we have seen, the weather is changing back and forth. We can barely keep up with it. So I've had a little bit of a look around this morning to see what I could possibly put together for Christmas Day. Now, the Met Office are suggesting something milder and more unsettled for the period that covers Christmas. Well, that doesn't really include snow, but there are other forecasting models that suggest something colder for the Christmas period. Now, for a white Christmas, you just need one snowflake of snow to fall anywhere in the UK on Christmas Day, and all you need for that is cold and a little bit of moisture. So if I was to put...
Well, we've got moisture.
We've got moisture and we've got cold. So if I was to stake my reputation on this... I would go for, I think we might just do it.
You're right.
But it depends where.
But I might change my mind again.
Well, you might well do. You might well do. Nathan, good to see you.
Good to see you.